Hi everyone, my name is Crystal Hughes and I created this video to support you in powerfully enhancing your ability to visualize. I know when I started getting into the place of, accessing my inner power and inner wealth, there were so many techniques that you could use, but they all required you to visualize or imagine. And I've had quite a few questions come to me. Is it just as powerful if you don't have that ability to visualize it? With all the vivid colors and the details and everything that goes along with those guided imageries, the requests of the person that's taking you through them. And I have to tell you, yes, it's okay. Some of us are more auditory, some of us are more kinesthetic, and hooray for those people who are highly visual. That's not me. When I got started, I ended up having to create piece by piece. So imagine if someone said, visualize your home, your new home. What I would have to do is literally start from the ground up and visualize, the base, the rebar, and then the concrete being poured. And, fortunately my dad was in construction, so I knew how to build the house that way. But I wanted to give you these few tips so that you could actually take this on and recognize the ability that you have within yourself. Even if you're not a natural, visual person, you can enhance it. And now I'm seeing visuals in, holographic images and all colors of the spectrum. So one of the things that I would have you do, first off, is make sure when you go to visualize, just that you're relaxed and you're comfortable. Just get into a place where your shoulders are relaxed and any tension is fallen away from you. The other thing that I would do is I would have you tame that inner voice of the mind because that inner voice wants to chat and talk it up. And so you have to really have a conversation with your mind. You need to tell your mind that you're going to put your mind in timeout for a little bit because you need a creative moment. You have to have 5 minutes so that you can just get into a place of being in this kind of imaginary, playful playground. So tell your mind, give me 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you can do whatever you need to do, but this is my time. The other thing that I would suggest is for you to actually take the left brain switch and flip it to the right brain switch. We have this switch in our mind, and you can imagine closing your eyes and imagine that switch is on the left brain, which it usually is by default. And now flip that switch to the right brain. So you're actively taking control of where you want your attention to be placed. And the last thing that I would do is I would get a picture that you have in your home, maybe one of your favorite paintings that you have, a picture of something, and place it in front of you as you sit down to practice and take in all the details. Try to remember every single detail. Close your eyes and then recreate it in your mind. Now do that for a few moments so that you can start building up, and you'll see the more you practice this, the more you're going to be able to remember and the more you're going to be able to create down to the tiny little details. And the last thing that I would have you do is with that same picture, as you're building it in your mind's eye, deconstruct it. Take each piece apart, okay? Deconstruct it and then rebuild. So practice that. And I hope these little tips help you. And I want you to have just an amazing day today. And until next time, take care.